Welcome back to Brentford Fan TV, and this is our Fulham preview on Sunday. Okie dokie. Now then, Fulham.
Yeah.
It's always a special game for us,
Yeah,
or a nerve-wracking game, or whatever you want to say.
yeah.
How are you feeling going into it?
I'm feeling a bit nervous, a little bit shaky. But I feel like we can win, and the players will definitely want to win. The crowd will, because it's at home. The crowd will be, but yeah, the crowd will be with the team. I am excited. That's the most of what I'm feeling for this game.
I think the only reason I'd be nervous for this game is because how frustrated I am from the last time we played them, and how we were 1-0 up in the 93rd minute and lost 2-1 to 2 accidental goals by Wilson. But yeah, so I mean, already I'm frustrated still from that last game. But then also so much rides on it in terms of Europe. We're not going to go into too much depth, but presuming Palace lose to City, then 8th place is our European spot, and we'd be in the hot seat, and it's in our hands to win our games. And so it will definitely, especially if Crystal Palace lose to City, it'll be such a big game. And I'd go as far as saying it's one of the biggest games in the modern history of Brentford, or maybe Brentford ever, because not only is it a derby, this could get us Europe.
I feel like other than the playoff final,
it's definitely up there.
But looking on our recent form, it's 6 wins. Six unbeaten, 4 wins in a row. It's great form, incredible, and partly the reason why we're at the top of this race for Europe.
Yeah, I mean, we're finding form at the right time. I mean, go to the start of that run, we were at the bottom of that sort of mid-table pack. Now we're at the top of it, pushing for Europe. So it's honestly, it could be so good for us.
It could be incredible.
It could be heartbreak.
It could be.
But I mean, we're in great form. I didn't bother to see who Fulham had played recently. All I know is that they're 1 win in their last 5 games and 4 losses.
Yeah.
And so, we're in great form. They're in pretty bad form. It's all pointing towards a Fulham upset and Fulham win.
Well, saying that,
It just, I don't know why. I'm a very pessimistic person when it comes to Brentford sometimes, especially in big games. But when we're in such good form and they're not in good form, it just makes me think, Fulham win. They've already won it.
I'd like to have more hope, and I feel like I think either way it'll be a great game. Both teams will be giving it their all because of what's on the line.
Yeah, I mean, going back to the 2-1 loss earlier in the season, it was so frustrating because we didn't even play. We didn't even play football that day. We played. I saw some Fulham mates of mine saying terrorist football, and they're not even wrong. We literally had nothing apart from that Yannick shot in the first half, and we had nothing in the second half.
Incredible goal, by the way.
Yeah.
But meant nothing.
Yeah, so we need to do what they did to us that day to them. We need to dominate that game. 90 minutes long. No last 10, 15, 20 minutes. Come back into our shell, into a defensive formation, let them back into the game. Like we always do, we need to just be on top of them the entire game. And presuming City win on Saturday, we'll have every right to, be that aggressive team because we're in the pole position for the Conference League spot.
Yeah. Which is, should we move on to the lineup, which I think it's the easiest it's ever been to predict a Brentford lineup.
Mm-hmm.
We've had, in the past 4 or 5 games, we've had the same lineup, and it shows. It shows how good they work together. That it's the same lineup.
Yeah, they're finding their feet. The links between Yarmo and Norgard, as we said in the last video. They're great midfield partnership. Coyote's really slotting in, and so I mean, I'll quickly run you through that 11. It's Flecken, Coyote, Vandenberg, Collins, KLP, Yarmo, Norgard, Damsgaard, and then Mbomo with Sashada. And so, everyone's in good form. As I said, everything points towards a win. Not necessarily an easy win, but everything's pointing towards a win.
Yes.
So
yeah, and it's great that in that lineup we've got incredible fullbacks, great attacking, very solid centre backs, 3 attackers all on 10 plus goals, and a very solid midfield that is, again, I've said this last video, Damsgaard is the catalyst of our attacks, and it's working incredible.
Yeah. So shall we go on to score predictions?
Yes. I've kind of gone with a simple but optimistic score, and we're doing 2-1. We're going to win 2-1, I think.
I agree. I'm saying 2-1 Brentford. I don't like predicting games like this, but you know what?
Yeah.
We're going to win 2-1. We're going to continue to be in pole position for Europe, presuming Palace lose, which they should do. But yeah.
They're looking at the 2 teams, they should. But you never know in a cup final. But I think that's all we got to say. Thank you very much for watching, and
come on you bees.